Okay, people said they wanted a transformation of the Fans Toys RC, so I'm going to try and give it a go. It's from vehicle mode to robot mode, and let's see. So it's pretty easy. It's in two parts. You've got your bottom part and the top part. So we'll start by pulling out the legs. So it's pegged in here. Move this out of the way. Up. And do the same on this side. Get it unpegged and pull it out. Okay. And pull the whole waist. And the legs are on a double hinge and rotate them around. Same on the other side. Right, got these, got them closed, straighten the legs, and now you see here and here, you just simply push it back in. Oh, not so simply. I'll be back in a minute. Right, got the legs back in, straighten the toes up. And that's bottom half done. So now we'll go to the top and break the back apart. It's clips underneath it. And there's two of them. And this whole transformer on camera is much harder than it looks. There are hinges here and it will come apart. So while we're here, look at these two grey bits on the side. They poke through at the top there and there. They will come out. So you completely free up the bottom and then you can fold them back in. You also need to rotate the legs all the way around as they're facing the wrong direction. So back to trying to separate this part. There we go. It's now in two pieces. Now there's these flaps on the back. They can fold in, and we will rotate these parts around. Like that. Now if we look at these bits, so there's a pink bit there, there's that bit there. This pink bit here is basically a cover when it's in robot mode. And we need to fold I suppose it's a spoiler, all the way around, which is easier said than done. Right, so we should really unclip the rest of this. It's all one piece, this, so go to the front of it. It wraps around underneath there, so you have to be careful when you take it apart. You don't snap that. You push in there, there's a clip, and there's a pot and a peg there, but that's not a problem. So it's just a clip and a bit underneath. Also, you can unclip these from the front as well, but this isn't going to help that much until you've got these bits undone. Now, they also work on this little armature here, which forms the backpack. what you used to fold it over, so you just need to get everything undone. Start to get this side out here. Push the wheel in, doesn't matter. And there we go. It's the whole piece off. So once that's unclipped, just slide it out and don't damage that little bit on the bottom. Fold that up like that and we're out of the way. Let's get the other side off. Now you see here I managed to disconnect the whole section on this one, which doesn't really help. So get the peg out, get the clip from underneath it and then slide it backwards. That seems the best way of doing it. And push the wheel in then. So both sides of the wheels are in. We'll move the arms now. You can see they're folded up for car mode, so pull them out. And then we rotate them around. And get them out of the way. So here's the head and the chest piece. So we'll unclip the chest piece from the hood or the bonnet, whatever you prefer. Make sure that's on tap first. Right, pull this bit up and then this bit rotates around and it just goes in there. So now we've got an exploded mess of a robot. So right, it's this bit. Basically it folds around itself. Just go to the back, move the steering wheel up. We don't want to break any of this stuff. So we need to get this folded around. Right, so I've loosened it up, so that, and this bit's on a slider, it goes up and down. So if you angle it and slide it, you need to get it in such a way that this pink bit, you need to put it through this gap. So let's have a go. It was quite difficult getting this through when I first transformed it. It's one of those things that only seems to fit if everything is in the correct place, which I find quite annoying. There we go, got it through. So, start clearing up this mess we have. So we've got that all the way through, so that's now on this side of the butt. Yeah, fold the head over as well. Right. So this part, this hole there, that's because it's been extended. Push it in. Now you see there's pegs on there, and on this side. That's essential for putting the bot together. So, right, this black bit here, it spins round on that. So we want the windshield and the steering wheel on the back. That just sort of sits there. Not the best thing ever, but it has to go somewhere. So you see there's a little notch in here. Put the windscreen into the notch. It won't hold it in, you'll have to hold it while you're doing it, but that's where that wants to be. Right, so let's try and sort this out. So make sure the arms are back, out of the way. Now we'll focus on these bits. We need to fold these in. These were a bit of a pain to get out when I first did it, so let's hope it goes better this time. Right, so that's one of them in the correct place, that one, and they will clip in here. First one's always easy to get in, the second one will be harder. The problem is where the arm's connected there and clearing this white piece, which is not the easiest thing to do while swiveling it around. There we go. Peg together. Now let's try and get this correct now. So it's this way around. Now these there are the ones that go in the back of here. So we'll manipulate this bit, and there's quite a few hinges and pegs until we can get one into the other. There we go. Once we've done that, again, now just fold this all the way over. Now, some people mention about the way the head and the neck is. So, there's the head. We're on a ball joint there, and the neck piece is also separate. So, we need to get those into here. Right, so this here goes over these bits. So we just need to get this hinge in how it's meant to go, which is not cooperating. Well, that's not right. Got a gap. Back a minute. Okay, I still haven't managed to get that back together, and there's white paint chippings all over the mat, which is from the underneath of here. Of course, it doesn't really matter in vehicle mode because the bit underneath flips up to cover it, and in robot mode it will be at the bottom, but that's still not ideal. So let's try and get these wings folded up because they're getting in the way. So, got the main hinge here. So pull it out, make some room. We open this bit all the way up. There is this bit here which clips onto the outside, so I need to pull them out. Now this part folds up here. And this grey bit here, which is the back of the seat, you can fold that in. And we use the double hinge here and get this part to the inside. There's a tab on the outside which connects to that part, and we fold up at the same time. So we've got that. We have this in like this, but that's still not completely compressed properly. There is another hinge here that folds that bit. Try folding it this way first. Now we can fold this bit around. There we go. And then close that up. And we got all the back pods all folded up. Right, let's try and do this one more successfully. So that's straight. Push that in. And fold it up, that up. Fold that up. And then double hinge your white and grey bit. That's the pods, so I'm going to try and get this chest back together and then we'll be back. Okay, so I managed to get it together. As you can see, there's still a bit of a gap, as people point out in photographs, but that's how it is. So the reason why I couldn't get it together, make sure you push the tyres all the way in on both sides, and I did fold the inner bits out again and made sure this white bit is sitting properly, but I don't know if that was it. So that just goes down like that. Now, as you can see, the wings are not right because the bottom hinge here is not in the right place. So I'm probably going to have to unfold them and fix that now. And there we go. Managed to get the back pods in the correct position. So that's how not to transform your transforming toy. And if you're thinking of doing a transformation video, leave it to the experts. Now I'm going to waffle on about a few things about the figure. So, start with, here she is next to Sideswipe. A bit bigger, which is fine, I think. Now, some things about the figure, the hands. This is the replacement hand you get. You get hands for both sides, like this. Now, they're the replacement ones, they don't have a peg for the weapon. The ones that come on it are these ones, which have a rather ugly looking peg for the weapon, so unless you're putting a weapon in, you probably don't want to use these hands. Weapon wise, comes with a pistol, which is quite a nice one, so we'll put that in our hand. The hole is in the front, and you simply pop it into the hand. Simply. And there we go. Easy. It's not the best looking hand grip of the Transformers I've seen, but she's not going to drop it, so that's not too bad. Now, the other weapon you get is this one, longer rifle, but you can also take it apart, take the stock off the back, take whatever this is on the barrel off, and then you have another smaller pink pistol. Comes with the different chest plate, which is more angled. I don't really know which one's better or worse than the other, but they're fine. Comes with a few different faces. These two faces. This one, slightly dodgy looking, but what can you do? Come on, focus. Stupid autofocus. Oh well, you'll have to bite yourself, see how dodgy this looks. Have the visored face, which, if you're going for that look with the weapons, it's not too bad. There's some nice pictures on the TFW forum with that face. For some reason I seem to have an identical normal head. And then finally there's this head here, which has much larger eyes than the normal one, and there is enough to swap out. Just open your head up from the top, and then just slide it off. Attach new face. And there we go. We have that with her alternative head, or one of them. Now, as you can see when I'm moving about, the chest does have a habit of coming untabbed, and the wings aren't tabbed in anywhere, so they move around quite a bit. But, not too bad once you get it on your shelf posed. Looks pretty good. So, I suppose all in all I'd say it's a pretty good figure. It's quite amazing really that this can transform into the car it does. The car looks good. And it's not the easiest thing to transform. I did not enjoy putting these pods together, mostly due to clearance and just not much experience transforming this toy. And why the chest wasn't going together the first time, I don't know, but yeah, maybe we'll be okay next time. So, in closing, leave transformation videos to the professionals.